this is Dr. Cain, and today I want to talk with you about the 8 types of anxiety, and I want to help you be able to identify what type of anxiety you have. Knowing the type of anxiety that you're experiencing will help give you the tools to get results, because otherwise it's like shooting at a bullseye when you're blindfolded. You don't know what symptoms you have and what they mean and what solutions are going to work. I'm Dr. Nicole Cain, and my passion is to help you turn the page on anxiety. On this Facebook page, on our YouTube channel, our Instagram, and our other social media pages, I've been putting out tons of free information to help individuals from around the world turn the page on their anxiety, and I'm so excited that you're here. So if you're ready to learn about what type of anxiety you have, then this is the video for you. So let's start talking about the different types of anxiety and what might be causing your anxiety. The first one, the one that I see the most commonly, is called gut anxiety, and I abbreviate that GA. Gut anxiety is where we have anxiety that has a reciprocal relationship with the gut. This means that you may have gas or bloating, or a diagnosis of IBS, or another digestive concern that is a sign that your gut is out of balance. And we know that there is a very strong relationship between gut health and the brain. That's called the gut-brain axis. And so if you have nausea or vomiting or an uneasy stomach, or if you feel butterflies or nervousness in your stomach, then you might be dealing with gut anxiety. If that's the case, then strategies that focus on assessing the health of your gut, including your stomach and your bowels, your intestinal tract, as well as your liver and your gallbladder and your pancreas, will help you get answers and solutions that help you heal your gut so that you can also heal your anxiety. So that's gut anxiety. Number 2 is thought anxiety. And this is a cognitive process. It's a very cognitive predominated type of anxiety. If you have thought anxiety, you may be dealing with obsessive thoughts, repetitive thoughts, intrusive thoughts, anxious thoughts, or they could be specific worries and triggers. An example is when my anxiety is really high. When I was dealing with a ton of anxiety, it was more anxiety about my health or anxiety about the health of my loved ones, and that's called thought anxiety. Thought anxiety can be caused by a disease of suggestion where you read content or consumed content that was negative and anxiety provoking, like the news or social media, or thought anxiety could come from family cultures which feed into having anxiety thoughts or anxiety worries. So if your anxiety tends to really focus in your brain and in your thoughts, then you might be dealing with thought anxiety, which we abbreviate DA. Then there's depressive anxiety, or DA. Depressive anxiety is where the anxiety really comes out in a want of confidence, where you don't feel like you can do what you want to do, you self-doubt quite a lot. It can make you feel self-destructive. It can make you feel depressed. In the fight, flight, freeze response, depressive anxiety tends to be more the freeze. It can take away our motivation, and it can make us just want to lay down or sit down, do nothing. Or it can even create this impulse to just dissociate into TV, Netflix, video games, social media scrolling, eating things, or whatever flavor of self-sabotage that you resonate with. That may be an indicator that you're dealing with DA, or depression anxiety. The next type is cardiac anxiety, and this is where we have anxiety where the body really focuses it in the region around your heart or your chest. And so if you deal with heart palpitations, or you feel like your heart is racing, or impending doom in your chest, or a feeling like you can't breathe, or like there's an elephant on your chest, or maybe a band that's tightened around your chest, these may be indicators that you have cardiac anxiety. And the important thing to know about cardiac anxiety is that you can have a perfectly healthy heart and a perfectly healthy cardiac and lung system, but your body is choosing to put anxiety there. We could also see cardiac anxiety, and this is really common in people who have had procedures of their heart or who have had trauma in the region of the chest, whether they were hit, maybe they broke their sternum, they had heart surgery, or something else happened there. And sometimes the brain just chooses to put it there too. So one of my forms of cardiac anxiety is I get on an airplane and I don't like to fly. It's not my favorite thing. And the first thing I notice is my heart racing? Is my heart pounding? And that's an indicator of cardiac anxiety. And there's a couple of different things that work really well to clear cardiac anxiety. There's specific botanicals and medications that focus on that area. And so knowing what type of anxiety you're dealing with helps us to create solutions for you that work. Then we have anger anxiety, or AA anxiety. And this is when the anxiety manifests instead of fight or flight, it will manifest in the fight specifically. And this is where the anxiety makes us feel frustrated or irritable or incredibly just rageful. And so this may be when you have anxiety or a panic attack and you just need to punch a hole in the wall or be destructive or listen to really intense violent music or run it off really intensely. And so if you deal with anxiety that's really paired with anger and frustration, then you might be dealing with angry anxiety type. And working on strategies and having solutions that really focuses on that specific manifestation is going to work way better than just generalized anxiety answers. And then we have trauma anxiety. And so trauma anxiety is really an umbrella type of anxiety because most things are rooted in trauma. And so this could be incident specific. It could be that you were in a car accident with a red car, and now you have a phobia of red cars, and that creates anxiety, and it's a trauma anxiety. It could be that you felt really isolated, and now you have social anxiety, or you have abandonment anxiety, or maybe one of your cast of characters was really stressful for you, or they were mean, or they were abusive, and so then you have social or relationship anxiety. And so these types of anxieties are very social trauma incident specific. And so when you're looking at your anxiety, reverse engineering when it started and what it looked like when it started is going to be really helpful in getting you the solutions that will help your anxiety go away. And then the last type of anxiety is called endocrine anxiety. And so this is the anxiety that it has an interrelationship with your hormones and the body. So this could be that your anxiety is causing your cortisol to go up and then you're getting that fight, flight, freeze, fawn response. Or it could be affecting your libido, or it could be affecting your thyroid, or your thyroid could be affecting your anxiety. And so we want to look at your endocrine system and see, is your anxiety manifesting in some sort of an imbalance in your hormones, your cortisol hormone, your thyroid hormone, your sex hormones like estrogen, testosterone, DHEA. And so these are the main 8 types of anxiety, and my passion and my job is to help you figure out what type of anxiety that you have. So check out all of the free information and also get into our Anxiety Breakthrough Freedom group where you're going to get access to the challenge. It's an amazing 1-week challenge, and it starts to help you destigmatize exactly what's going on in your process to honor you and help you to turn the page so that you can get your life back. So we'll put the invitation for the group in there. It's all totally free, and then when you are requesting to get into the group, make sure that you give us a good email address because that's how we're going to send you your videos and a beautiful, amazing booklet and tons of support. Thank you for being here. My name is Dr. Nicole Cain, and if you want to learn more about all of our social media offerings, our free content, all sorts of resources to get you answers today, then make sure that you like this page, share this video, and check out our other channels. My website is drnicolecain.com. I'm so happy to have been able to support you today, and I will be here on Wednesdays. So I'll see you guys next week.